Hello, Ray Nation. What's up, world? What's going on? Today, we're going to talk about if your why ain't strong enough, the how to won't matter. Today's topic is if your why ain't strong enough, the how to won't matter. See, a lot of people are online seeking how to, and that's okay. But what is your why? See, your why is your purpose. What's going to keep you going, even if you don't know the how to yet. Anybody can learn the how to. People are learning how to every day. But their why ain't strong enough. That's why they quit. Your why got to be strong enough. People got to understand why they doing what they doing. Just learning how to do stuff, anybody can do that. But guess what? When times go wrong, when something hit, when things get hard, you quit. All you know is the how to. You didn't know your why, your purpose. You got to have a reasoning behind why you doing what you do. Why are you actually doing the thing that you do? Are you just doing it to make a few extra bucks a month? Are you doing it because you don't never want your kids to suffer a day in their life again and you don't want to have to ask nobody for nothing? Are you doing it because you want to help the children across over in the shelters, or you want to help somebody else? Why are you doing what you're doing? Once you figure out your why, then you learn the how-tos. Even when the how-to, the technical stuff ain't working, the stuff ain't working the way you thought, you'll keep going because you know your why. Get this stuff in order. You got to learn how to get this stuff in order, because guess what? Anytime you actually know your purpose and you start walking in your purpose, that's when the attack gonna come. That's when the attack's gonna come, because you might have a bigger mission. You got things you got to really do. You got people you got to help. Anybody just seeking for, I just want to make a few dollars so I can go shopping, the why ain't big enough. Your why have to be really big for you to really impact, make an impact on some people's lives, help other people, put jobs in communities, feed people, feed families. All that. It's more than just my family. You know what I mean? It's more than just me and mine. So my why is bigger than the how to. Now I can learn the how to and apply it to anything. Once you learn marketing, you can learn marketing and apply to marketing applies to any and every business, because marketing is marketing no matter what the product or service is. Once you learn certain things, those principles can't be taken back. You just got to know what your why is to keep going and keep operating in the things you done learned. You know how many people learning all this stuff? And you know how many people learning all this stuff and quitting every day? They know the how to. The tactics. They know the tactics. It's not about the tactics. It's about what your why is that keeps you going. How can you see? My purpose is bigger than this little how-to stuff. Now, I understand that we all need to know how to, but let's get it in order and know your why first. What is my purpose? Why am I doing this? I don't want my kids. Great morning, Black Pepper. When I leave here, because everybody got to leave here one day, I don't want my kids having a struggle like I struggled through my life. That's a part of my why. I want to impact people's lives. That's a part of my why. See, I know my why. So when I look up the how to, even if I don't get it on the first video I watch, guess what? I'm going to keep seeking the how to's because I know my why. It's bigger than the how to's. So you got to find your purpose. Anything that's going to be done great, it got to be done with a purpose. Purpose-driven people. Because you got to know, okay, some people say, I want to build a school. Some people say, I want to feed 1,000 families. Some people say, I want to help the battered women's shelters. I want to help people in shelters. They know their why. Everybody got a why to why they doing things. Not just how to, Why am I doing what I'm doing? Once you know your why and you start getting solid and laser focused on the why, then you're gonna start finding the answers in the how-tos, because guess what? Your eyes is open and you really want the answer. You could be watching a how-to video, you thinking you don't get it. The answers are right in front of you. And then your eyes gonna start coming open to all this, because your why is more, you're trying to get it now. Some people are not even trying to get it. They just going through the motions. Every time you turn around, they going through the motions. No, find out your why. Let's do this stuff in order so you can see some results. You cannot see results. See, everything I ever done in life, every business I ever started, it's been around advertising and marketing, results driven. Not just to be doing something, but I help people get results. So I never claimed to be the best graphic designer in the world, but I was a graphic designer that's able to get results from the ads that I create. I create an ad that's going to help people take action when I create an ad, because I'm results driven. You know what I mean? So when you find out what your why is and write it down, people ain't writing stuff down. You know what I mean? Have you written the plan? Have you written the vision and made it plain? Now I got it all in my head. I got it all in my head. If the Bible say write the vision and make it plain, why are you not doing the basic foundational principles of what you're supposed to do if you really want to go to the next level? You got to do the basic foundational things if you want to move to the next level. Because even if you get so far, our mind changes every single day. Every day, the mind is on to something else. Something else is happening. Something else is going on. Your mind is changing. If you write the vision and make it plain, and you write that bad boy down, even if you get off track, you can get back on track because you done written it down and you're going to stick to it until you accomplish it. You know what? People changing up and switching up, and one day they doing this and next day they doing that. They got a video about this. They got a video about that. They don't know their why. The why ain't big enough. The why ain't big enough. They just looking at how to. You know how many how-tos you can search up? How to cook. You could be, now one day you could be looking on how to be a chef. That's not in you. You got to find what's in you. One day you're trying to post cooking recipes because you see somebody else posting cooking recipes and you seen they were doing good with it. They walking in their purpose. They know their why. But you sitting up doing what you walking in their purpose. You try to walk in their purpose. Then you see somebody else over here doing fashion hauls. Oh, that look good. I'm gonna do those. They doing what they love to do, and you just doing it just because you see them being successful at it. I knew a girl, every time she saw somebody doing something, she want to do it. Girl, we need to go do this. We need to go do that because they doing this and they making money. That's not what I want to do just because you know how many ways it is to make money in the world. I'm not jumping out of my lane just because they making money doing that. People will jump out of their lane and into somebody else's because the person that's jumping from lane to lane don't know their why. Your why ain't big enough. You haven't figured out. Everybody got a purpose. Everybody got a purpose, but you haven't figured out what your purpose really is and what your mission statement is. What is your mission? What are you here for? And then once you figure that out, then those how-tos. When I drop this how-to, all this type of stuff I'm finna drop today, I got a video coming today. It's gonna get easier and easier. You put all the answers in the how-to, people don't take action. You want why they ain't taking action? Because their why ain't big enough. Your why not big enough. You just going through the motions. You know what I mean? You can't go through the motions if you really want to live your life with purpose. I ain't talking about just making money. I'm talking about with actual purpose, because money comes when you're walking in your purpose. So I don't never expect, when I do these type of videos, I don't never expect to have a bunch of people listening, because a lot of this stuff be motivational for me too, and encouragement for me, and inspiration for me. And since I'm out walking, I decide to go live. But When you sit up and you sit down and say, what is my why? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Why am I trying to make money? Why am I, what's the goal? What's the actual goal? You can get a job to make money. You can get up and work for somebody else for 8 hours a day and go make money. What is the purpose of you actually doing this? Why do you need $1 million a year? What do you need $1 million a year for? Who you gonna help with $1 million a year? You just gonna sit it in your bank account and just let it sit and just know that you got $1 million a year? You gonna feed somebody else with your $1 million a year? That's why everybody can't make $1 million a year. Everybody can't make 100,000 a year. Everybody's not able to do these things because everybody don't have a big enough why, and everybody's not out to help other people or impact other people. You got to understand what's going on in this world. When you start actually operating in your purpose, when you finally decide, if you ain't already, guess what? What's going to happen then? And you get clear on your why, and you write down your vision and make it plain, and write this stuff down. This stuff is not just a kindergarten assignment. Write this stuff down. This stuff is serious business. But guess what? That's when the enemy gonna come and attack, because he sees that you starting to move in a direction that you ain't never moved in before. Oh, now she's starting to understand what she's supposed to do. Now she's starting to walk in real purpose. Now she's starting to really impact some people. I gotta stop her because she's getting closer to her real goal now. So I gotta stop her. I gotta throw something out there to slow her down, because now, see, I'm not gonna attack you if you ain't doing nothing. So many people ain't doing nothing. There's no reason for you to be under attack. You don't have no reason to be attacked if you ain't doing nothing but chasing 40 cents per 1,000 views on Facebook. That ain't no reason for nobody, the enemy, to attack you. It ain't, your why ain't big enough. When your why become big enough, then that's when you get clear and you get serious and you start really impacting lives and start helping people and start really helping people. Lives are being changed because of the words that you speaking. When that happens, that's when the devil say, oh, man, there's something going on now. Some changes are being made. It's not just you no more. You are helping other people open their eyes and break free so that they can walk in their purpose. Guess what? It's a different ball game now. So now, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. We already know that. But now you know you're on the right track when those attacks start to come. Negativity, when it starts showing up at your door, when the negativity starts showing up at your door, and you ain't done nothing to nobody, but people start bringing negativity to you, and we know positivity speeds you up. Thank you, Black Pepper. We know positivity speeds you up. Negativity slows you down. So when that negativity start hitting, guess what? You know that's the enemy, and you know that you are walking in your purpose, and you can't let this stop you, because it's not just about you at this point. You got people you got to help. You got people, if you know something, you got a course you got to create to teach others. I didn't say you got to give everything you got away for free. If you done spent years and years learning a skill set and you package it up and put it in a course to teach other people, you are walking in your purpose because you helping other people that want to be helped. So you got to understand that your why got to be bigger than this how-to. You know how many people searching for how-to? And you can tell everybody the same how-to. It's okay, like it's 1,000 people got the same how-to video, right? Let's say it's 100,000 people got the same how-to video. We all watching the same how-to video on the internet. Do you know why only 10 or 15 people gonna actually move to the next level from that one how-to video? Because 10 or 15 people know their why. Those other people that's just looking at a how-to video, they're not even open up in their minds to even understand what's coming through the how-to video. Because the how-to video that you were seeking, the answers is right there. You're not open to receive the answers. You're just open to go through the motions of looking for how-to. So you got to understand, I don't watch the same videos that other people don't watch. Some people, you be don't watch the same exact video, and guess what? Somebody took action from the video, and next thing you know, they on to their next level. And then somebody else said it didn't work. No, you didn't work. It ain't that it didn't work. Your why was not bigger than that how to. Once you know your why, I'm just gonna say it. Once you figure out your why, what is my purpose in life? Why am I doing this? Then guess what? When you get to the how to's, you're gonna have another lens that's open. Your blinders are gonna be removed so that you can receive the information that's in that how to video. You're looking for things to be harder than what it really is. The stuff is not that hard. Making money on the internet is not hard. It's not hard at all. You making it harder than what it is because your mind is not open up to the answers that you're getting. You seeking, and then the answer right there, and you won't take action with the answer because you're so afraid that you might have to invest $1 into yourself. Your why got to be bigger than your how-to. The how-tos are out there. All these how-tos, and somebody still ain't making however much they need to be making a month. All these how-tos out there, and you still ain't, because your why. You got to start back to the beginning. Okay, when you figure out something is going wrong, when something is going wrong, you say, what happened to make this do this? And then you take it back to the drawing board, and then you correct the thing that was done wrong. You don't continue to do the same thing that you've been doing if things are going wrong. If things are going wrong, you take it back to the drawing board. If you let somebody in your world, and the somebody you let in start causing discord, bringing negativity, and a bunch of stuff that you're not accustomed to in your life, what are you going to do? You're going to let that situation stay in your world, or you're going to cut it. You have to cut the things that you know is not helping you grow and helping you go to the next level. And then get your mind right and open it up to when these how-tos come out. The how-tos are everywhere. If the how-tos are everywhere, why are we still looking for how-tos? They're all over the place. So obviously it's something bigger than that. Obviously it's something deeper than how-tos. If how-tos are everywhere and people are not still grasping it, that means it's something deeper than that. Go back to the drawing board, write your vision. People don't want to take those baby steps. Nobody wants to take the baby steps. And guess what? All the successful people took the baby steps. You don't want to take them. You think you're too far advanced to take them. And then you wonder why the things are not happening the way you want them to happen, because you won't even go back and take the foundational principles and do what that is. You won't even do the first step, but you want to be in the race. Take the steps in order. You can have a bunch of steps. You taking them all out of order. When you start taking them all out of order, guess what? That's why the stuff ain't coming together the way you want it to come together. Your why got to be bigger than these how-tos you searching. I'm searching how-to. If I find a how-to, guess what? My mind is already open to receive the answers in the how-to videos because I know what my why is. My purpose is so strong. I know the answer in here. Let me sit down. No, this ain't too hard. This too hard. I'm not a technical person. Oh, I don't know how to code video. I don't know how to do this. Man, if your why was strong enough and you don't know how to do it, you find the software that did it for you and keep on moving because your why was big enough. If your why was big enough and you know the Lord was on your side, you know that spending a good $20, $30 a month on your investment, on your business that ain't nothing. People out there spending thousands and thousands a month on their business to grow it, but we're afraid to spend, you walking in fear. You're afraid to invest $50 to $100 or whatever into your own self. So if you're afraid to invest in yourself, Who is going to come to you and say, hey, I see you doing this. I see you really working. Here's some steps that you're missing. Let me help you, and I'm going to show you these steps to get you on the right track. Nobody can correct nothing that you're doing if you ain't doing nothing. The only way somebody can correct something is if they see what you already got out there. But when people don't have nothing out there, your why ain't strong enough. The how-tos is fine. And I ain't talking about just out there on YouTube. I'm just talking about out there, period. There's people out there watching everything. People done came to me and said, hey, I can help you with your videos. Hey, if you ever need a photo shoot. I'm just talking about out there, period. I'm talking about you got to have something that you're doing. You got to have something that you're doing. You got to be doing something in order to get blessed. You can't just be sitting up wishing it, praying for it, or believing it. Those things are not enough. You got to be doing something. And so when you're doing something, the most people that's doing something, it's because they know they why. I'm doing this for a reason. When you have a reason for doing what you're doing, then you start moving forward. You don't, if you don't have a reason, you just saw this person, oh, this person making a lot of money doing this. I'm gonna do this. Oh, I seen this girl. She making 100,000 views on each video. I'm gonna do this. Oh, I seen this girl and she posting her food recipes and she can really cook. I'm gonna start cooking. No way you can't cook. That ain't even been a thought in your mind. I'm not a cook. Me. I'm talking about me now. I'm talking about me. I don't cook like that. I cook, but I ain't finna be no chef. So what I look like deciding, because I seen a chef video, that my purpose is now to be a chef. Your purpose is something that was inside of you your whole life. Your purpose ain't to turn around and switch up everything that you're doing to be like somebody else just because you saw they got views. That's not walking in your purpose. It got to be so much bigger in order to, well, this is for people who actually got a purpose and want to walk in their purpose. Making 40 cents per 1,000 views on this platform and making $1 to $5 per 1,000 views on this platform, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm talking about people who really want to help other people, impact other people's lives, and really grow to the next level. You can't go and help the angel tree, the people on the shelter they had the kids, they put the kids on the angel tree. Everybody can't go and sponsor the whole angel tree. Everybody don't want to be in that position. They want to go and some people don't even want to go and get one kid off the angel tree. What if you want to be in a position to go get every name off the angel tree and help everybody that's on the angel tree? Everybody's purpose is not small. Everybody's vision is not small. I don't want to just go get one name off the angel tree and go take that one person's toys. Maybe I want to go say, hey, go on and give me all the names off this angel tree. I want to take all 50 of these names or however many people that be on the angel tree. What if my purpose and my mission is to say, I want to take every name on the angel tree and go shopping. What size she wear, what size he wear. See, my stuff, my why is deeper than, so when people seeing you, this how the attack gonna come. They start seeing you just because you making money. They want to stop you from making money because guess what? Their minds can't think of how they would help people if they had money. So they don't know what you're gonna do when you have money, or they don't know what you actually do because you got money. They don't know that. All they see is money. So now they telling you all the stuff to take you backwards because they're not walking in their purpose and they don't want you walking in yours. So that is, you got to know that your why got to be bigger than the how to. And I'm getting ready to drop the video today. So be on the lookout when I get back in. Be on the lookout for me to drop the video. And the devil ain't gonna stop me. In the name of Jesus, the devil ain't gonna stop me. You're not finna scare me into stopping. You can pray against me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. See, the enemy don't want you going forward. Anything you doing to stay stagnant, like they are, they're okay with that because they don't see you moving. The minute you start moving, they don't like that because you're moving past them. You know that crab in the bucket mentality? That's going to be everywhere when you start actually moving. If you're not experiencing it yet, it's just because you ain't moving yet. Get moving so that you can experience it, because that's when you know you're on the right track. Can't nothing happen to you if the Lord ain't said so. So whatever somebody trying to do, and whatever somebody trying to speak against you or pray against you or anything against you, the mess can't work. So just keep going and keep doing what you're supposed to do, because guess you know that the blessing is on the other side of, let me find my why. Let me walk in my purpose. Let me find out who I'm called to help. Let me see who I'm supposed to impact. Let me see and let me write the vision and make it plain, so that even if I do get off track, guess what? Even if I get off track, all I got to do is go back, look at what was written, and get back on track. I don't care if it take a couple of days for you to get back on track or a couple of months. You got the vision already wrote down. So your mind changes every day, but you can always go back to that paper and remember what the vision is and why you need to stick to it. Because your why is going to be bigger than that how-to. Now, when these how-to videos come out, let me see. Okay, I have people speaking evil to me and trying to pray against me. I wish I had stayed in Alabama with my friends and Bishop. Let me tell you something, Trisha Perry. No weapon formed against you shall prosper in the name of Jesus. And guess what? Whatever they speak, the hole you dig for others is the ditch you're going to dig for yourself. So whatever they speaking against you, about you, and all that type of stuff, it ain't going to do nothing but ricochet and go back to them. It don't matter what they praying. They can't pray nothing over you, because God's word is what protects us. Your bishop and your friends, that's good. They ain't nothing but a phone call away. Get them on the telephone and pray with them, because where two or three are gathered, God will be in the midst. Where two or three are gathered together in his name, God gonna always be in the midst. So guess what? They ain't but a phone call away. You don't have to live right there with them. I mean, I know you wish you could, but you ain't got to live right there with them. Call them. Get on the telephone and start praying with them, and let them cover you in prayer. And let me cover you in prayer. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. Don't worry about it, but keep going, because if they doing that, that means you're on the right track, because they wouldn't be doing it if you wasn't going somewhere. The devil can see where you're going before you can see where you're going. The devil can see where you headed before you can actually see it clearly, or you may already know, but that ain't nothing but a trick of the enemy. And so all you got to do is keep speaking your words over your life. Keep on speaking that good stuff over your life. Quote your scriptures to yourself, your affirmations, quote those to yourself. Stay prayed up. Keep your music, whatever kind of music you listen to, depends on what kind of, if you in worship mode, listen to your worship music. If you in praise mode, listen to your praise music, because worship and praise ain't the same. So listen to your worship music. If you're in worship mode, and fall on your face and listen to your praise music when you're in praise mode. You know what I mean? And dance to your praise music, and give God all the praise, because can't no weapon formed against you prosper. We already know that the weapon's going to be formed, but they ain't going to prosper, because Jesus already said it. So yeah, we not even worry about that. I got negativity coming my way. See, positivity speeds you up. Negativity slows you down. See, they know they can't stop you. They already know that they can't stop you. So they just trying to slow you down, or try to get you to stop yourself. If you stop yourself, they ain't stop you. They just planted those seeds of negativity. And then you stop yourself, it's really all on you. See, it ain't nothing they can physically do to stop you, but they can put that negativity off on you so strong to where you just say, I ain't doing it no more. And then you stop. So No, man, ain't nothing gonna stop you. And your pastor and your friends is just a phone call away, or email, or text message, or whatever away. All you gotta do is get them on the telephone and pray with them if you need help. You know, like if you need somebody else to pray with you, pray for yourself. Don't just wait on somebody else to pray for you. Pray for yourself. Fall on your own face. Get on your own face, because sometimes God put us in a position. He allows us to be in a position. He allows us to be in a position, and you got to know how to follow your own face. Sometimes your pastor's not gonna be around. Your bishop ain't gonna be around. Sometimes somebody not gonna be available. They're gonna be out fighting their own battles. They got things they got to pray for. So do it for yourself. And then when you call them, y'all just have y'all little prayer meetings once a week or once every 2 weeks or however often y'all have them, and do what y'all need to do. But ain't nothing gonna stop you from walking in your purpose if you really know what your why is. Your why got to be bigger than these how-tos. Always ask yourself, if I don't watch this many how-to videos, why am I not to the next level yet? If you ain't to the next level, ask yourself those questions. Something has to change if things ain't already working the way they're supposed to be working. Something has to change. So make the change as soon as possible. Like they say, fail fast, fail forward fast. Fail as fast as you can and make those changes as fast as you can so you can go ahead and get to your destiny. So anybody else got something to say before I head out for today? Morning. The dog out here acting crazy. Dogs out here acting crazy, y'all. So, anybody else got something to say before I close it off? It'd be a littlest dog acting a fool. They be so little. The pit bulls don't do it. The German shepherds don't do it. None of the big dogs do it. It just be the littlest dog, the littlest one. Oh, they gonna eat you alive if they can get a hold to you. They just be acting silly. But yeah, y'all, stay prayed up. Stay doing what you need to do. Figure out what your why really is. Walk in your purpose and write the vision and make it plain. And I'll be getting ready to upload my video today. It is a how-to video. It's a how-to video. And but when you know your why, these how-to videos are gonna make more sense to you. You know, all these how-to videos that you see, not just mine, whatever you researching, it's stuff will make more sense to you when you really know what your why is. So I'm gonna get ready to head out right now. Stay prayed up. If you walking in your purpose, you really gotta stay prayed up. And I already know that if you slow down, it's because you slowed down. If you stop, it's because you stopped. It ain't because the people did this to you and that to you, because they can't do nothing to you. They words don't have no power. You know how they say life and death is in the power of the tongue? Their tongue cannot cause life or death on you. It's your tongue. If that's the case, everybody could do anything to anybody. They can't do nothing to you. You have to speak things over your own life. If you choose to speak what they say, then guess what? When that stuff happens to you, and when people start speaking stuff against you, you just know how to combat it with your prayers, because they can't speak nothing negative over your life. People think that other people can speak negative over their life. They can speak whatever they want to speak. It can't take no form, and it can't do no harm if you covered by the Lord. If you covered by the Lord, what they speak, because if that's the case, everybody can speak everything over everybody. That wouldn't make no common sense. Speak over your own life. Speak your health. Speak your wealth. Speak your relationships, positive relationships. Speak all that stuff over your own life. Everything negative, cut it out. People coming to you with negative conversations, stop them. Cut it off. If they can't respect that you don't want to hear that negativity, stop answering their phone calls. You're not going to continue to call me with negativity. And I told you I don't want to hear gossip. And then you're going to keep calling me with gossip. And you think I'm going to keep answering my phone. Because if I keep answering my phone, then that means that was my choice. So do not allow that stuff to stick with you. Cut it and move on. In the name of Jesus. And I got to go.